Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Chrisa, founder and teacher of Bautanz, Constructing Dance. And today we are back for another Tango Movement Lab. We will be working with a band. But before we do that, I wanted us to jump in and have a little dance, and then we can formally get started with our drills. So for your dance, try to focus mostly on walks, rebounds, and ochos. Keep it simple, and try to notice anything that comes up, any feedback that your body is giving you, good or bad, anything that hurts, anything that doesn't feel comfortable, or anything that feels amazing. So I'm going to put the music on. I'm just going to readjust all the cameras here. See, this is the thing when you are working in a studio. So here we go. Um, let's see. This Hmm. Okay. And pause. Fantastic. All right. So now we're going to need our band. I want us to go back to the exercise we were doing 2 weeks ago. And It is traveling ochos, but what the band does, it allows us to find the right timing. So it helps us a little bit with the timing of especially the pivot, where it kind of fits in to our walk. So let's see. I think this is good. All right. So what we are going to do is using our band. We're going to do 2 steps and then 2 forward ochos. But their forward ochos are going to be small. So the pivot is going to be this big. You're not going to be going from side to side. You're going to keep traveling forward. So we're going to start here, a little bit of tension on the band. Not that you're doing a workout, but just a little bit. So you have your frame engaged. And then walk 1. Whoops. Walk 2. And I want you to find the right timing as you keep giving the the push and step. And here too. This would be too soon. This would be too soon. This would be too late. So it's somewhere as you're giving the last push here. Let me just adjust this camera just a little bit so people can see. There we go. All right. Perfect. So let's do it again. 2 steps and then 2 ochos. Step 1, step 2. At the end of step 2, we're like, yeah, and let's go back. Step 1, step 2. At the end of the push, and you keep going forward. At the end of the push, and let's go. We're going to do a couple more of these, and then we're only going to do ochos forward. Step 1, step 2, and then at the end of step 2, good. So how we are using the band. 1, here, what happens when you start, you're looking for the time as you're doing this rebound. You're like, when would it be the right time to lead? So you're leading through the band. You're not just doing this, one arm or the other. You're initiating, say you want to turn this way. You're initiating from this hand, but the other one responds. So there is this bounce. So, and then this goes into the body. So it's not just the arms and then the body doesn't respond. It's the lead through the arms. You take it into your body. So that's why we need the band. Let's go. 1, 2. Two more like this, and then we're changing to only ochos. And 1 and 2 and turn and turn. Good. One more. 1 and 2, 2. Good. And now only ochos, no intro with forward steps. So you step. This is not going to be, I'm not going to be going forward anymore. I'm going to pivot a little bit. Still a small pivot. Let's do one more. Oops. Good. Until my head is gone. And, oops. Let's start over on the other side. And you will notice also that it is a small movement. You don't need too much. So from here, you don't need to go all the way here. So find how much power you need. Good. We're going to do a couple more like this. I want you to really find the timing. And notice also that it's not just the body and the band not and the arm is not working. It's through the arms. So not this. Because then it's two parts that you're trying to synchronize. That's why the whole body needs to be part of this movement. So if you start here, you start engaging the muscles of your back. Right? Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to be walking backwards. So let me position myself properly so you can see me. So we're going to start with 2 back steps. 1 and 2. And now we're going to continue going back, but we're going to add a little pivot. So step and this is the thing, you need to, through the band, engaging the muscles of your back, connect with what your feet are doing. Okay? And step 1, and here you're kind of feeling the timing of this. This is when you have extra energy, extra power, right? So, and I can fit more steps here. That's good. So here we go. A few more times like this, really finding the time. This would be too late. This would be too soon. Where is it? At the final push. Okay. 1, 2, and there we go. A few more times like this. And 1. So we want to feel that we have a comfortable flow from our walks. We transition comfortably from our walks to our ochos. 1. A few more times. We're almost there, where we're going to be changing to only back ochos. Step, find the timing. It hides in the step itself. That's why we have the walks. Good. Last 2. 1, 2. And you'll notice that is more of a side reach than a pure rotation. So actually, let's go back here. And then here, notice that same as with forward ones, it's not a pure rotation because that makes things very sticky. It's more of a side reach. And I'm exaggerating so you can see it. But it's very small. Good. Let me see. Sorry. Apologies. Something came up. Okay, good. All right. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to be doing forward and then back ochos. So, no, actually, sorry. We have to do back ochos first. So here we go. Set up, only back ochos, and then we're going to combine. And first is going to be going back, but then so you're the leader and the follower of this. And these actually are beautiful for the milonga line because you can keep progressing following the milonga path and do back ochos. Here we go. Let's see. Yes. All right. And back. Right here. Use it. And you're in the field, one side is the lead and the other one is your kind of your anchor. But both sides are active. It's just that they're doing something slightly different. So here we go. We just do it in this angle and last time. And all right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put forward and back ochos together, only traveling. So we're not going to be doing big ones. And then we're going to add a little drill. So here we go. And here too, like we were saying before, one hand is the lead, the other hand is the anchor, and it's your whole body into this game. So not just arms, but the whole body. How many can I fit? There we go. I need to make this a little bigger. All right. And then to the back. Okay. Sorry. There we go. And if you'll notice, it feels like the embrace is making, and I'm exaggerating this figure eight, but it's not going to be obvious, but you should still feel it. So here we go. Right? Like a little figure eight. And I'm exaggerating just so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's not going to be obvious. It's going to be internal, but you still feel it. So it's not just a figure eight that happens in the legs, it's a figure eight that happens through the whole body. Last one. All right, perfect. So what we're going to do now, we're going to leave this band for a bit. We're going to get back to it afterwards. So what I want you to do is, if you have a wall or a table that you're practicing, I want you to walk towards it or pivot your way towards it, and then make the ochos bigger. Duck, duck, duck. And then walk away from it with traveling ochos. Yes? So I'm going to put the music on just so we can we can play with this, making the ochos bigger and making them smaller. And we're going to get back to our drill to add one last little bit before we close. Oh, here it is. Oops. Okay. And pause. Okay, so let's grab our band again and we're gonna add a little boleo. So what the band is going to do, it is going to help us again with the timing. And I want you to think of the boleo as a sudden change of direction. So if you were going here, 1, 2, 3, and you were going your way back, and suddenly, instead of going back and finishing your step, this happens. So you have this and this, a sudden change of direction. That's, think of the boleo as that, as the basis of it, right? Not how you can do it, if it's high, if it's low, if it's more traditional or more modern in style. But essentially, you were going forward, and I'm going to exaggerate, and I want you to exaggerate with me with the upper body. So you were leading that's whole movement, and then instead of finishing this off, you're gonna be like, nope, you're gonna go back. Now, whether you're gonna decide if it's going to be this or if it's just going to be this, it has to do with a style, it has to do with how much power you have, it has to do with all of these things. But for now, I want you to just practice the base of the boleo, which is the change of the sudden change of direction. 1, 2, oops, I'm not gonna fit. Instead of finishing it off, there we go. I knew it. Here we go. 1, 2. Instead of finishing it off, you go back. 1, 2, and this is an exaggeration. You're gonna go whoop. So let's see. 1, 2, and basically. Here we go. That was an exaggeration, just so you can see it has this to it. 1, 2, or 1, 2, depending which side you're on. So in there too, you have that ocho, the figure 8, right? That wave. So let's go. 3 forward ochos, change of direction with boleo. 3 back ochos, change with direction with boleo. 1, 2, 3, and here it is. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. This is 3, I think. No, this is probably 4. Okay. Here we go. 2 more like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to switch feet. And 1, 2, 3. So we can do it on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Can I still fit? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I can fit. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. A lot of work with this band. So um, this was our Tango Movement Lab for the day. I'm going to put one last song. Try to see if you can incorporate that sudden change of direction in your dance that we call boleos. And we're going to close with that. All right. That was until I found the pause button. That's fantastic. Okay, so we were like really more tango focused today compared to other tango movement labs. I hope you enjoyed this. Uh, Key element is timing. And the second key element, which is, I think you've probably picked that up from all the different practices that we've done, engaging, finding the movement chain and which connects the whole body in every movement. So instead of thinking in isolation, think in unison. So that doesn't mean that everything moves together, but it means that they follow a delicate chain. And if you tap into it, the flow is just beautiful, and you can feel the right timing to introduce something new, to change a direction, to do a boleo, to do anything essentially. It also helps with the connection with your partner. So uh, with all of that, enjoy your week, and we'll be back next week for more practicing. Bye bye.